Welcome, everyone. Good morning. My name is Menachem Creditor. It's my honor to serve as scholar in residence and rabbi for UJA Federation of New York. We bring you Torah and music, blessing, and community every weekday. We've been doing so since March 18th, 2020. Today it is Wednesday, October 23rd, 2024. It has been an unbelievable honor to be present with you all of these mornings for 4.5 years, 1,161 times. Thank you, Penny, for counting. Susie, it's good to see you. Fabrice sending love to Paris. It's good to see you too. It is broadcast 1161. It is day 383 of the war. And we have been coming to each other with kindness, like the kind souls Linda reminded us we were. It is so good to see all of you here. Let's say good morning to each other by name as we get ready to go into Shmini Atzeret and Simchat Torah as a community. So Linda, Shari, good morning. It's good to see you. Nathalia and Arlene, Barry and Anya, Boker Tov, Cecile and Dale, Lydia and Iris, good morning. It's good to see you. Hi Shush. Hope you are well. Jack, Amy and Helen, Stacy and Deborah, Boker Tov, one and all. It's really good to see all of you here. Did someone just say it's their birthday? If it is, happy birthday. I'm not sure who it is, but if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. It's good to see you, Peter, sending love to Frankfurt, and Minna sending love to Cherry Hill. Marcia, Cheryl, Rose, Natalie, good morning. April and Andrew. Sherry, it's good to hear that you're doing better. Keep on healing, keep getting stronger. Barbara and Sunday, good morning. Hi, Arlene. Welcome, welcome, everyone. All right, Robin, Boker Tov. Let's take a breath. Sing a blessing for learning. Let's learn some Torah. Sienna, glad it got resolved. Hi, Mindy. Hi, Arlene. Ya la 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 la, la 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 la, today ya la 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 la, ay ya la la la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah, la'asok b'divrei Torah. Hafokah, la'asok b'divrei Torah. Today, today, Good morning, everyone. So good to be together. Judy, to share the memory that this tomorrow was the last Kaddish that you had said for your father. And I remember you weren't able to participate fully in the broadcast because you were at Minyan, but you let us know that morning last year, I think. And what a powerful memory to share with you again. May your father's memory be blessed. You're coming to us from Yerushalayim, from Jerusalem. What a gift, friends, to be in Jerusalem right now. Thank you, Judy, for grounding us in our home. And Mazel Tov to your son for being Chatan Breshit. There is a lot to say, but let me frame it this way. Tonight is Shmini Atzeret. We're going into a holiday. And then tomorrow night begins Simchat Torah. Oh, Judy, it was Shmini Atzeret. I'm misremembering, but you've shared so much. I hope that only came across with love. The reason why these days are so big, and they always were, is because we experienced incredible pain. On the Jewish calendar, 1 year ago in 2 days, the morning of Simchat Torah. Actually, in Israel, it's tomorrow morning. Will be the 1 year Jewish marking of that day, 1 year ago. And the question has been alive in every Jewish community. How do you dance? How do you celebrate? Not only because this happened, but because we are still, as a people, in the midst of it. Not only have countless missiles been fired from the north and from Gaza at Israel, including one for the fourth day in a row that sent my family to a bomb shelter, and that young men and women are on the front lines of fighting every single day. Not only because we're in the middle of that, but in the United States, and especially on campuses, we are facing nonstop anti-Semitism. Now, there are allies, and some of the course correction has been happening thanks to work being done by UJA and other really important communal organizations. But the question about how do we dance this year, how do we celebrate this year, is a real one. And we should be compassionate to each other as we try to navigate it. People will have multiple answers. We are not a monolithic people. We don't have dogma when it comes to God. We don't have dogma when it comes to behavior. We are family. And as every family contains, we contain difference, emotional journeying, independent life and spirit, and collective experiences. But as is true in any big experience, people feel it differently. There's no judgment. No judgment. However you step into this moment, there's no judgment. I want to be encouraging that you step into this moment. Over the next 3 days, I'll be teaching at Isabella Friedman at an event, a Simchat Torah retreat, where the theme is reclaiming joy. It is a very, very important thing. It will keep us alive. And I want to give you a few different ways that I'll be approaching this. This is a dry run for some of the classes I'll be teaching, but also a way to share with my most intimate, ongoing community, with all of you, how I'm doing and how I'm feeling about this, and how I think the Jewish world is demonstrating an indefatigable life energy. Number one, the first source that I want to make sure to share is a voice from the past. Elie Wiesel, of blessed memory, was a survivor of the Shoah, an eloquent spokesperson for our people, a deeply, deeply feeling Jew in the world, and in a book that I recommend very, very highly, and I hope that you'll get it. It's called A Jew Today. Now, I've quoted from it before, but in it he has essays that he wrote. He has diary entries he was encouraged to share. And this section that I'll be reading is from an essay called Against Despair. I'm not going to recount the vignettes that I've shared before with our community, but I do want to tell you that in 1973, right after the Yom Kippur War, he wrote this. On the eve of the Simchat Torah following the war. He wrote this in 1973, so open your hearts to what he's saying. On the eve of the Simchat Torah following the war, rabbis in America were faced with a question of whether or not their congregations should celebrate this joyful holiday, and the answer was unequivocal. Yes, they should. Never mind that it wasn't easy. Never mind that they didn't feel like singing and dancing. Never mind that there were so many reasons against celebrating. We had to celebrate. 1973. And the vignettes that he shares tell you that he was coming from a ravaging internal conversation, facing a threat against the life of our people. The Yom Kippur War was seen by many as a threat to the ongoing existence of the Jewish people, and it was not a successful war on our part. We didn't quite lose, but we didn't win. And so the question was, we almost just died. Can we dance? He said, we must. It's very important. Now, some of the other texts that have been speaking to me include Rav Nachman of Braslav, who has beautiful teachings about the very concept of joy. And he himself was coming from his own internal, complicated psyche and life. He was struggling with health, he was struggling with mental health, and he was in an environment where Jews were not doing well. There were constant pogroms. And he fought for life too. And I want to share with you actually what exactly Arlene is pointing to right now, which is that we have Rebbes walking amongst us. Rachel Goldberg Poland, Jonathan Goldberg Poland. They lost their son Hirsch. We lost, all of us lost our Hirsch, and countless others during this last year. Countless. We will count them all. We will know their names. We will love their faces. We will cherish what we can learn about them and acknowledge their heroism. We are not victims. Never again. All of us, especially our loved ones that we lost this year, are our heroes, and we will name them as such. That's why we use the language Al Kiddush Hashem. Their lives were holy, and we must live holier lives in their memory. What are Rachel and Jonathan doing? You might remember that among the many, many communal gatherings and efforts and campaigns that they led around the world for the release of all of the hostages, they were clear the entire time that, of course, they were first and foremost Hirsch's parents, but they are all of us, loving all of us, demanding all of us. This doesn't change until everyone's home. What are Rachel and Jonathan doing? Part of that campaign during the Week of Kindness that they led was the dedication of a Torah in Jerusalem. Many of us participated via live stream. I know many people who were there. They are going to be holding hakafot, the dancing around with the Torah on Simchat Torah, invitation only. So if you're in Israel, please do not try to crash it. This is something that is being done mindfully and carefully. And the only ones getting aliyot, the honors to the Torah, will be children. Please watch the video. Find the interview with Rachel Goldberg Poland. If someone who's on the broadcast can share the link in a comment, that would be very helpful. But you can find them online. Look at the nobility of what Am Yisrael has produced. If Rachel Goldberg Poland isn't a prophet, then what is? If Jonathan Goldberg Poland isn't a spectacular image, a paradigm of being a father, what could be? You want to know if you should dance? They're dancing. You want to know if the young people who are at Nova have something to say? They do. They are dancing. There is a beautiful clip, I think my wife is going to be sharing it soon, of davening at the Nova site. We will dance again. Tonight, and tomorrow, and forever. We will dance. Now, some of us are going to have a harder time. We're all going to have a hard time. But can you dance? Well, if the tribe of Nova can dance, if Elie Wiesel can dance, if Rav Nachman of Braslav can dance, if we can listen to our own teachers and feel our own wounded hearts as we dance, it doesn't put aside how hard it is. But no one has the right to take our joy away. No one. Self-determination, which is the heart of Zionism, an expression of Jewish dignity, means we have our holy days and we will decide. So I'm asking you, friends, to jump forward with strength and with love and with power and with courage and with bravery and dance. If your body doesn't agree at the moment because it's so hard, let your heart dance, let your spirit dance. Dance. Our people has joy. Our people has hope. Our people is rebuilding. Our people is celebrating Torah. Our people is reading and birthing and living and protecting. We dance. And perhaps Perhaps, friends, if you weren't already deciding to go to a community where there was dancing happening, you'll decide. And even if you don't jump into the circles that I hope will be jumping up and down around the Torah, probably crying too. If you go, but that circle wouldn't be the place that you would find yourself, put one foot forward toward the circle. One foot. Let your foot bring you closer to joy. Even if you don't end up jumping up and down, let your foot move toward joy. It'll bring your heart. Until the day that we can do it with more lightness. And that might be sometime. We're still going to dance. Please know, friends, that everywhere we go, anyone in our community, the many people that will, participate in our community after this broadcast is done too, all of us are in a circle of joy. It's time to claim that again. One step toward joy at a time. We've been singing Hatikva as soon as the teaching part is done. Let's do a very special moment of a little bit more joy. Shari in her wheelchair is dancing. Rachel and Jonathan tonight with children will be dancing. Our ancestors who swim around us all the time will be dancing, shining their lights upon us. Those we lost this year will be in us as we dance. So friends, one step at a time. If there were a right time to sing this, it's now. L'shana haba b'Yerushalayim, next year in Jerusalem. Shana haba, l'shana haba, l'shana haba b'Yerushalayim. Shana haba, l'shana haba, l'shana haba b'Yerushalayim. Shana haba b'Yerushalayim. Hallelujah. Shana haba b'Yerushalayim. Hallelujah. All right, let's do it. Send your heart. Send your dancing heart to the east. Kol hod balevav pnima nefesh Yehudi homia ulefatei mizrach kadima ayin letzion Sophia. Od lo avda tikvateinu, hatikva bat shnot alpayim, liot am chofshi be'artzeinu, Eretz Zion v'Yerushalayim. Liot am chofshi be'artzeinu, Eretz Zion v'Yerushalayim. Bring them home now. Am Yisrael Chai. Chag Sameach, my friends. Can't wait to see you on Monday. Dance.